if it has gone live yet, which I can never tell when it says it's gone live. But welcome, there we go, because you hear me before it goes live. But anyways, welcome to the day, welcome to the stream. We are playing Lupus 590's ComputerCraft Challenge. Now, here's the dilemma. Here's the dilemma. There's complications. Complications, complications, complications. If you guys do not know what Lupus 590's ComputerCraft Challenge is, basically it is simply a matter of the goal is to beat Minecraft. It's like a sort of a speed run in one sense, although it's not really speedy, and it's not much of a run, but it's that kind of idea. Defeat the Ender Dragon, that's the idea. But what we need to do is the goal. You're trying to beat the Ender Dragon, but you cannot break or place blocks, which makes it very difficult. That is a complication. Now, what we are in the middle of working on at the moment is we are working on a mob farm. We're trying to work on a mob farm. It's getting quite complicated. Complications, complications, complications. We're almost done, but then there's more complications. And that's the issue. So what we're trying to do, we're building, basically what you do is you take that little turtle thing, you program it, which is actually programming. You may think programming is really complicated. Programming, actually, I was thinking about this. Basically, it's a logic puzzle. Programming is mostly a logic puzzle. There's a little bit of language that you have to learn, depending on the language. This language is fairly easy in terms of the language itself. It's mostly a logic puzzle. And we're very puzzled. That's what we are. We're very puzzled right now, trying to figure out how to complete this mob farm build, because if we get a mob farm build going, or finished, then we can actually get the mob drops, like spider string and skeleton arrows, things like that. You get bows and arrows, lots of nice things. You get even gunpowder if you want to use TNT for some faster mining or whatever else. You get all kinds of things you can get from a mob farm. We were hoping to use them to trade with villagers as well, but unfortunately the villagers are all dead because I did not protect them. So that's kind of that. What we really want to do is go to the nether, though. That's what we really want to do, is go to the nether. But we're so close to finishing the mob farm, I'd like to get it finished. That's the thing. It's like this close. So that's some complications. We have lots of complications. We need to figure out how to get through those so we can actually start heading to the nether and continue working on the speed running, which isn't very speedy and isn't much of a run, but that's besides the point. Adding to the whole complications thing is the fact that if I click play, you can hear something. If it's loud enough. If you guys can hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's pillagers. There's pillagers in the area. Now, the difficult thing with that, and they're like right outside the door, and they're very difficult, and they're all staring at me, but they're not shooting for some reason. The very difficult thing with this situation is, what do we do? Because as soon as we exit, they're going to start shooting, and we can't take on an entire pillager army, although I kind of wish we could, because we could get some good crossbows. Is it possible? Is it possible to take on an entire pillager army? Because this is a complication we have to deal with before we can get onto the main projects of the day. Is there strategy we can use to do this? That's an interesting idea. Loops 590 says, finished watching with my family at exactly the right time. Excellent, excellent. Well, glad you're having fun watching stuff with your family. That is always fun to do. I like to watch lots of things with my family as well. Fade is coming says, do you have any more villagers? No. All the villagers died. I haven't heard of any anywhere for like several episodes. So unfortunately we can't trade with them anymore. Unless you can, like, cure a pillager or something. That sounds a little ridiculous. But that's, like, the only thing we could do. But we could at least get crossbows. I think that guy has an enchanted crossbow, which could be very, very good. But I don't know if there's strategy to taking them all on at once. They start shooting you, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, I think if we don't go after the banner guy first... Can I hit them through the window? Oh, you can hit them through the window! Well, ouch, they can hit me through the window, apparently, as well. I'm going to avoid hitting the banner guy, which is going to be difficult with a sword. I think I'm going to need to actually get an axe, because, ouch! Okay, well, I have enough food to last a long time. They're shooting each other as well, which helps. That is nice. Okay, the banner guy is there. I think I'm going to have to... Do I have an axe? I do not have an axe. Ooh, that's not good. Can I make an axe? I can make a stone axe. I couldn't make an iron axe because I don't have any iron, but I do have some stone. So what if we We have some sticks over here. Let's just quickly make an axe so that we don't get the area of effect damage, so that we don't accidentally, so that we don't accidentally, hello, there's an arrow in my face, hit the guy that has the banner. Now, where'd they all go? They're no longer on that doorway. I would like them to come back here, please. Come back here, please, sir. You don't want to come back here. Fate is coming says... Lupusfenny says you can cure zombie villagers. Oh, but how do you do that? Lupusfenny says make turtle remote control program send attack drone. Oh. By the time we have that made, they'll be gone. That's the problem. Because I don't even have any modems or anything, so can't do anything about that. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have the other turtle on us right now? No, we have a disk drive. If we had a turtle on us right now, we could put that turtle by the window and then have it loop the attack function. That would be interesting. That would be a simpler way to do it. Fate is coming says, try to take out the pillagers by the same tactic what you used in the cave in the Wednesday stream. Which, I'm trying to remember, which cave was that? That was... you'll have to refresh my memory. I don't remember cave. There was a bunch of caves. If you guys didn't see the Wednesday stream, we tried speed running Minecraft because Hypixel wasn't working, so we decided to try some different things. And so we did a lot of speed running. We were down in a cave. There was some lava down there. We were, oh yeah, going around the edge. That's a possibility. I think that's what you're referring to. What if I lure them over here? Ouch! Okay, they don't even come. They just shoot. Well then. Oh, and I have... Oh, my sword is about to break. Good job, we made an axe. That's good. Oh, hello, sir! I don't know if there's anybody else close by, so I'm gonna just... Come here, sir. Come close. Ouch! Come closer, please. Thank you. That would be good. Let's hold the shield up because they do seem to be shooting through there. If I had a bow right now, that would be brilliant, but I don't. Lipsonian says, cure zombie with a splash potion of weakness and golden apple. It takes 5 minutes to make sure that they won't burn in the sun. So make sure that they won't burn in the sun. Okay. Oh. How do you make that stuff? That sounds complicated. Hello, sir. If you can come over this way, that would be very much appreciated. If we can actually get... Is it possible to put a trap door here? That might be possible. Ouch! Hello! What do you think you're doing, sir? Aha! You're coming closer! That's what you're doing. And every hit knocks him back farther. Which is a problem. Because then I can't reach. Ouch! But he can reach. Okay. Fade is coming says... I am Fade's factory, by the way. Yeah, I figured that. Kind of a guess. Hello, pillager. Come back here, please. If we manage to take one of them out, I'm gonna have to check if he dropped a crossbow. So I'm gonna have to actually exit and go outside to check that. Now, what's the damage? This is 9 attack damage. This is 6 attack damage. So the axe is actually better than the sword. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we need to actually quickly just go outside and see that he dropped nothing. So that's not particularly helpful. Okay, and there's nothing underneath the dead bush, right? Okay, there's nothing underneath the dead bush. We're not allowed to break or place blocks, but that is not a block. Ouch! Hello! Who is still around? Who is still around? And it's getting to nighttime, so I need to quickly... Oh, they're in the... They fell in... Wait, respawn point. Okay, so we need to respawn very quickly. So many arrows in that wall. Yes, that's the thing. So I am Fade Factory, by the way. Your leg was in floor level and one block upper your head. Okay, yes, that sounds like a good strategy. If I could talk today. Getting tongue-tied once again. But if we can just regen some health. Here's the thing. I think they are actually down inside there. Yes, they are. Okay, so... Nope, that's a skeleton. That is a skeleton down there. Hello, but he has an enhanced bow, which is nice. We could potentially get that from him. Oh, that's a hopper. That's a hopper. That's still a hopper. Okay, what happened? Oh, we got the bow. But something... Oh, we broke some kelp. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that momentarily. And I'm about to die as well. So we need some food. Was that the only pillager? Are the rest of them all gone already? And I think that... Oh, we missed a piece of kelp down there. There we go. Oh, 2 pieces of kelp down there. There we go. That's even better. Okay, now I thought there was a piece of sand or something in there that I picked up, which is... Nope, it's in my inventory. That's great. That is great. Okay, so... Power 2! Oh, is there a way to repair bows? Because that could be very, very good. Power 2 bow. Let's see. Pillagers, anywhere. Hunting for pillagers. Maybe I shouldn't use the word hunting. It might scare them away. Pillagers, hello! I got 1 pillager. What about the other pillagers? Please! Anybody in there? Nobody anywhere. Do they just despawn even if they're close by? I thought they had to go to range to despawn. But apparently they just despawn just like that. Which is interesting indeed. Yeah, nobody there. Nobody here. Nobody anywhere. What about behind the wall? Anybody behind the wall? Nobody behind the wall, so that's not ideal. Well then, okay, so that being a slight detour, Lupsonian says there should be an anvil recipe for repairing, or is it the something table now, JE? I should be able to tell you. Okay, so we'll take a look at that momentarily. But yeah, it looks like... Okay, so apparently pillagers despawn even when they're close by, which is odd, so I guess we won't get a crossbow this time. So that's certainly not ideal. Certainly not ideal at all. Okay, so that distraction being out of the way, we need to go ahead and proceed. Now, the interesting thing, I did actually AFK this kelp farm that we made previously. So you can see there's 31 dried kelp blocks, which is very good because we could use a few right now. Let's take 3. And we can do this. This is a machine, for those of you guys who didn't see the previous streams. This is basically a machine. It produces kelp, and then the kelp comes here, gets smelted, crafted into kelp blocks as fuel, because 1 kelp block costs 9 kelp and smelts 20, so you get a gain every time. And then as it starts backlogging into the hopper, then we can start getting a lot more food that way. So that is very, very excellent. All right. Fate is coming says, yes, either put the bow with another one in a crafting table or an anvil. Be careful, I don't know which, but one of them takes away the enchant. Okay, so I won't click on anything until I can tell which is which. Lufthani says, crafting table will remove enchant. Keeping the enchant uses XP. Okay, so we'll need an anvil then. I think we do have a fair amount of iron, which is great. I'm going to put the bow in our special slot over here, inside of the valuable items chest. That's the idea. There's a husk down underground somewhere close by there, which is certainly not ideal. Okay, so let's get back to the task at hand. Which hand, you may ask? That is the big question. But we have a task, and the task is basically complications. We are going to try to finish that mob farm so that we can actually get a second bow to be able to combine with that one. Also, we can get a whole pile of arrows, we can get a bunch of things, gunpowder for TNT, that kind of thing. All kinds of things going on over there. That is the idea. And so what we're going to do is basically work on that, but we're going to need to make that mob farm, and it's quite complicated. So we'll take a look at what is going on with that momentarily, because it's a bit of a logic puzzle. And we're going to be able to solve that fairly soon. I just want to see... Oh, hello! There would be the pillager. Not sure how he made it all the way... All of them made it all the way over here. Okay, that's certainly not ideal. Okay, well, how do we... Yeah, I think what you're saying about maybe... Oh, but digging is not going to be easy, seeing as we cannot break or place blocks without using that turtle, which we happen to not even have on us right now. And kelp is definitely not the best food source. That's for sure. Okay, so what if okay, the banner guys over there, oh, they're hitting each other. Okay, what if I do this, and I'm gonna just hit a bunch of them. Not sure why his arrows are getting through. That's a bit of a complication. Yeah, they're getting through for some reason. Do I have, I don't have a full set of armor. I have a pretty close to full set of armor. Yeah, I don't know why their arrows are getting through to hit me. That's a bit of a difficult situation. Le says, also, the order in the GUI is important. Might use enchant if you put them in the wrong order. Okay. Output should have the enchant before you take the item. That is true. Fade is coming says, water lava combo. If you put the water not next to the lava, and the lava flows one block, and you water that, you will get stone, but it is slow. We can do that. That doesn't help us dig, though. That's the issue. So I was hoping to dig. Can we... Okay. This is... Oh! Let's... Oh, they're killing each other! Oh, that's brilliant! That's amazing! Oh, I fell! Okay, hopefully I don't die. Hopefully I do not die. Okay, hello, sir. Come back here, please. Okay, the shield has a lot of durability on it. Ouch, ouch. Why do I keep getting hit? Maybe it's the shield timing. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, you're trying to go underneath me. I see. You're being sneaky there. That's what's going on. Okay. Whoa, there's a giant hole there for no apparent reason. Okay, so I need to get out of here because... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna swim because I need to quickly regen some health. Hopefully there's no creepers in this cave. And so we need to get out of there so we don't get shot at. That's the idea. We don't have any torches. Let's make some torches just quickly because then we're gonna... that would be the food slot. There we go. We can place torches. That's technically not a block, so we're allowed to place it. Okay, so far, no crossbows. I think you get crossbows from them, right? All right. Oh, yeah, yes, it helps building. It does indeed help building. That is... Whoa, okay, I do not have enough health yet. Hang on. Need to not just eat, but actually eat enough to actually get out of there safely. Okay, there we go. Let's just stand here for a moment with our shield up, in case. And let's regen some health, and see what we can do on that whole topic. The sword is about to break, I think, which is not ideal, certainly. Actually, while we're here... Let's eat some more, but let's go down. We're going to need to bring a lot of kelp with us. Let's check if a crossbow fell down this tube of water. Not sure why it goes all the way down there. That's interesting. But, okay, there's nothing down here. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of arrows at the bottom of the ocean. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to start heading up and eat while we're going, and then we can start... Oh, hello, sir. I'm gonna drown, so I need to get out of here as quick as possible. And then, there we go. Ouch! What do you think you're doing, sir? You think you are being quite effective, I think you might actually be. Hello? Okay, gonna knock that guy back. And knocked him. Okay, there we go. That's one guy down. Okay. It's nice of them to all line up in a row like this so that they can't flank me. They're just all... Oh, the sword is gone. Okay, time for the axe. Oh, got one guy. Got a crossbow! Can we get that guy's crossbow, though? That looks a lot better. Okay, and... Okay. Hello? Okay, a little bit more. This axe does a whole lot more attack damage. There we go. Okay, so, what now? We've got a crossbow, which is nice. What about... Did anything fall? That's the next question. Anything gonna be floating back up to the surface momentarily, or not? Did we get the... Oh, we got a banner! Didn't even know you could get banners. What are they useful for? Do you guys know anything about, about banners? Lipson says it bothers me that the ocean has a hole in it. That's true. There's a hole in the ocean. That's a bit of an issue. Indeed. All right. Wait, what's that guy? Oh, that's his drowned. Okay, never mind. Oh, I just shot the crossbow. I thought that was the shield, but apparently it wasn't. It apparently was a, Oh, I'm about to drown. I'm about to turn into one of those guys. I need to get out of here as quickly as possible. There we go. Need some food, and then need to head back to the surface. Now that we have a crossbow, which is nice, we'll have to repair it somehow. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm using up all my arrows because that bow is my sword slot. I keep hitting it by accident. All right, Fate is coming. Says a bunch of stuff. Let me just stand here momentarily. Let's put the axe in the weapon slot, in the melee weapon slot. All right. Fate is coming. Says, what if you not dig, instead lava the ocean? You can make things easier. Just mine some layers and leave the blocks what you will use as walls. I think I might have missed something. What was the benefit to be gained by lavaing the ocean. It's a neat technique that could be used for something. I'm just not... My slow brain, for some reason, is not coming up with what that would be useful for, particularly. So... Fate is Coming says, either rendering or Edge of the World, but that got patched since, I think, 1.8. Or the third possibility, you intimidated it so much, it mined itself. Oh, you mean the ocean thing? The hole in the ocean? That is... Yeah, that's kind of odd. It's like... I think it has to do with how the turtle was mining it somehow, but I'm not entirely sure what exactly it was doing. Hello. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. And now we can get out. Now we can get out indeed. All right, all right, all right. This is looking excellent indeed. Oh, that's not... we can't get up that high. Okay, so after all of these distractions, which happen to have worked out for our great benefit, that is for sure. Also, these turtles have done their mining, which is great. But after all of these distractions, now we can actually head on to the task at hand that we were trying to do earlier. So, let's see, what do we have here first? We have, okay, so the ominous banner. Not sure what the banner is useful for, but we can use it for something. But we have the crossbow. Now, what do you use a crossbow for? You can, anvil, can you repair it? That's the big question. You can use it as fuel. We don't want to use the crossbow as fuel. We want it! Can you make a crossbow? Oh, you can make a crossbow. Okay, so this crossbow is not particularly helpful, seeing as it doesn't have much damage left on it. It would be more helpful if, if we had a second one, we could combine them and repair them. That would be great. At the moment, it's not very helpful, though. Fate is Coming says, I think I'll go sleep. My neck isn't very well since today morning. Goodbye and have a nice day. Well, hopefully you feel better. Have a good sleep and see you later. All right, all right, all right. So where are we at now? We are okay. We're gonna have to head over here. We're gonna have to do some things. We're gonna have to specifically sleep, of course. We actually have to sleep in game as well. But okay, so we're gonna need to make a new sword. Make a new sword. Make a new axe. Then we're gonna need to do some things. We're gonna need to let's put the banner down. The banner is a trophy of accomplishment. Ta-da! Excellent indeed, excellent indeed. All right, all right, all right. So, the crossbow, we can put the crossbow in our valuable items chest in case we ever happen to get another one. That would be excellent indeed. We should make an anvil, of course, but we should really try to get those extra bows coming so that we can actually repair this nice power 2 bow that we have there, which is very, very nice indeed. Very nice. All right, all right, all right. So we don't need the gravel in there. This is the valuable items chest, and gravel is not as valuable as it once was. So that goes there. All right. All right, all right, all right. So let's see what we have. We have cobble, of course. We have, okay, where did we put that turtle so we can continue our project? That's the next question. That is the next question indeed. There's the turtle over here somewhere. It would be in the general vicinity of here. Let's see. Okay, this way. This way, maybe, possibly. Where did we even... I don't have the turtle on me. Where did we put our primary turtle? Our primary turtle is missing. It is just, like, completely missing. That's what in the world is going on there. That is the big question. Let's grab a bunch of kelp blocks. That's 8 blocks. Let's grab all of them. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, but where is our primary turtle? What did we do with that thing? Because it's got to be... Unless did I die and not notice that I didn't get it back or something? Because we obviously can't finish that mob farm. We can't finish the mob farm if we don't have our turtle. Le Prince says... okay. So I guess I'll see you later. Alright, so, yes, where happens to be that primary turtle? Where is that guy? Is he down here? No, he's not down there. Oh, so you are back. Oh, I see. You went to do a thing, and now you're back. That makes sense. All right, so we at the moment we put the crossbow away in case we ever happen to get another crossbow. That's the thing. If you have a village, even with no villagers, you can still get crossbows. We're just trying to find. There it is. There's our little turtle thing. That is excellent indeed. Okay. Okay. So, for those of you guys who didn't see the beginning of the stream, basically what we're doing here is really at the moment we're trying to sort out complications. We have lots of complications. We're trying to finish this situation here. We're trying to finish this farming program, this mob farm building program, which is basically a logic puzzle at this point. It's very, very simple in one sense and not so simple in another sense. Let's just turn that on there. So basically, we have 3 functions left to complete. So if we go ahead and take a look in here, edit, work in progress mob farm build, you shall see. If we head all the way down to the bottom, this looks really, really complicated. It's actually a bunch of simple things put together that make it look complicated. But basically, way down at the bottom at line number 260 basically, we have 3 functions left to finish and 1 function to modify to make this work. So build tube. Basically what this is designed to do, it's designed to sit there, you run it, it goes, digs a giant tube down for the mobs to fall down. Then it comes back up, it checks if it has enough resources to build with. Oh, I just realized, does it even drop off all of its items? I don't even know if it drops off all of its items. So check resources. Let's just say make sure inventory is empty except for building situation. That seems to be a thing. We'll need to adjust that. Check resources. Okay. Print. Let's see. Oh, wait, that needs to be in the function. Aha. There we go. And that needs to be after. It can be after checking water. And it can be after. After the fuel, but before the building blocks. We don't have fuel in there yet. So check fuel, and what we're gonna do is check space. Actually, no, check space before check fuel. Le français. Code is just a bunch of simple things put together. The simple things are called characters. Oh, characters like A, B, C, D, that kind of thing. Yes, code is a bunch of simple things put together. It is very, very simple when you break it down into its original elements. All right, check space. So we're gonna get to what we need to do the rest of it in a moment, but we just need to say print so that it will tell the user of the program, tell the user inventory should be empty except for actually inventory should be empty basically, except for building blocks or fuel. There we go. So that will print to the user, and then we'll print like usual. Press enter to continue. Press enter to continue. And then we'll just say down at the bottom, the computer just decided to lag there. There we go. We'll say read, which will check for a user input. And then when the user inputs something, enter. It'll check for enter. When the user inputs enter, then that'll be good to go. And then we can go ahead and proceed. Okay, so anyways, back down at the bottom. So this is the outline overview of the code, basically. And as you can see, build tube we have to finish, check resources we have to finish, and return to surface we have to finish. Now check resources, we also have to modify build roof, because we discovered a complicating factor. Complications, many complications. Complicating factor last time is the fact that you can see the inventory is completely full. We have the 2 water buckets that we need. We also have a whole pile of cobblestone. And that's not enough cobble to build the entire structure, so we need to modify it to actually come back down and restock, basically. Basically. Um, Also, by the way, I'm going to be streaming less time today. Actually, maybe about the same amount of time. I started on time today. I do have to end at around, I think, 6:15 Eastern time. So that's kind of a thing. So, anyways, back to the point. The point is we have some things to do. So let's break them down one at a time. We have the excavate. Here's all we need to do in the build tube, the digging down to build the tube. What it needs to do is simply a matter of we need to have it check if it has a pickaxe before it will excavate the giant tube down below. And that's all we need to do there. Now, do we even need to check that? That's one question that I have, because if we take, let's take this turtle, let's take some stuff out of it. Here's the question. If we go out here, if we say excavate, if we take the pickaxe off, you can see this guy has a pickaxe on right now. If we take the pickaxe off and we tell it to excavate, what does it do? Turtle dot equip left. Nope, not equip left, equip right. There we go. That should take the pickaxe off. Let's move that cobblestone. There we go. Took the pickaxe off. Now what happens if we restart this guy and we tell him to excavate? So excavate, please. Let's actually have him go up first so that we can tell. Excavate. Lupus says unequip is a program. Aha, I see. Wait, what am I doing? I'm trying to go up. There. So excavate with, let's just say, a 3x3 diameter. So it doesn't have a pickaxe, so it won't be able to do anything. So what does it do here? It will go down, it'll keep going, and eventually it will find something. It will find that it can't dig any farther because... Okay, good thing there wasn't a cactus there. It's just throwing everything on the ground. Thank you, turtle. That's very much appreciated. Okay, so what's going on there? Excavating, returning to surface, unloading. Oh, so it doesn't even... I thought maybe it'll go down and then find it doesn't have a pickaxe and then come back up, but apparently it doesn't. Apparently. All it does is tries to excavate, doesn't go anywhere, finds an unbreakable block, which is unbreakable because it didn't have a pickaxe, and then just decides to come back and unload everything. So that's a bit of an issue. Bit of an issue indeed. So I guess we're going to have to change this a bit. So let's put this back in. Let's put a couple of buckets in there like that, and some cobblestone. Cobblestone, fill it up with cobblestone once again. We need to actually have a check in it for if there is a pickaxe. Unfortunately, I thought we might not have to check that, but apparently we do. So, edit. Edit work in progress mob farm build, because work in progress mob farm build uses the excavate program as part of it. So what we're going to have it do here is we're going to have it need to sleep through the night. Actually, there's an enderman there. Can we get the enderman's attention? That would be great. If we can get an extra ender pearl, that would be very much appreciated. Although it's starting to rain, so I think he's going to run very soon, although he is coming, which is nice. Does he think he can... Aha! He's going to stay in the rain. Okay. Okay, a little bit more, thank you. A little bit more. Oh, we're in the desert, of course. That's why it's not raining in the desert. Okay, there we go. That explains it. Now, I'm getting a little too aggressive with this guy. Not sure why I'm hearing rain. Maybe the river biome has rain. Ender Pearl! Nice! Okay, so we need to sleep. We need to put the Ender Pearl away. Many distractions indeed. We were having distractions last stream. Now we're having distractions this stream. But if we can go ahead and basically then proceed from there, and then we'll be good to go. That's the idea. So back to the house, back to the main valuable items house, and put the Ender Pearl away in there. And then see about proceeding. There we go. We now have 7. Wait a second. I thought we just had 2 already. 7 Ender Pearls? Are you kidding me? What are we going to do with all the Ender Pearls? That is amazing. Our primary turtle, it has a crafting grid and a pickaxe. It needs a pickaxe for sure. But should we replace the crafting table with a remote modem, or what do we do? We also have to save up ender pearls to be able to make the end portal, that's for sure. Okay, so how do we equip... Oh, okay, the easiest thing to do is right at the start of the program to equip the pickaxe, or to... rather than going through all of the complications, because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to be just done with this program and move on to the next things like the nether. So the simplest thing to do, I suppose, is to start the program and just check if it can build, or check if it can break a block. And if it can't break a block, then just end the program and say, must equip pickaxe before running again, kind of idea. And then that's the idea. And I don't know how to cause it to end the program. That's the thing. But if we can cause it to end the program, that would be good. That would be very, very simple. All we can do then, as I already said, very simple. All we need to do is just check if it can, like, it places a block, tries to break it, and if it can't break it, then it's just like, hey, couldn't break it, try again after installing a pickaxe. That's the idea. So, but I don't know how to actually get it to end the program. That's the issue. That is the issue. I know we can force it to do error. Ooh, Lupus says programs are functions, so return works if you are not in a function. Oh, so return, I guess return exits a function? So if a program is technically a function, return exits the function, that means return would exit the program too. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense indeed. Okay. So right at the start of the program, that would be the config up there. Then this is initial setup down here. So initial setup. We already have some initial setup in here, as you can see down below. But if we can add perhaps a little bit more initial setup, then that would be excellent. Okay, so we have no, designed to, we need to find out where to put it. So designed to build wait, what? No, designed to build chamber at ground level. Make sure space is clear before proceeding. Okay, so I'm guessing you can't tell what is equipped on the turtle, right? I'm guessing there's no function to do that. It says otherwise error function is acceptable. Oh, that's neat. Error function. So I'm guessing you can type things within the error function to tell it what to do, right? So initial setup. Okay, so let's say turtle dot. Is there anything to be able to tell what you have equipped? That's the question. Equip left, equip right, and that appears to be it. Wait, what? Selected slot. Okay. Anything, anywhere? Nothing anywhere. Nothing anywhere indeed. Let's see. Selected slot. That's it. We're going through the loop again. So, all right. Loop says how to tell what's equipped, unequip it, and look at it in the inventory, then re-equip it. Ah, see, that would work if there was a space in the inventory to start with. But there isn't necessarily. And what happens if you have something equipable in your inventory, and then you de-equip something, and then well, I suppose you de-equip the one thing if it swapped them, then it would actually wouldn't really matter because you're checking what's in the inventory and then re-swapping them back, so that wouldn't be a concern. But yeah, I guess you would have to, I don't even... Okay, so you know what? Let's do the technique that I think you mentioned previously. Can pickaxes break pretty much everything if there's already a block in front of the turtle? That's the question. So let's see. Okay, so let's try check for pickaxe. There we go. And what we're going to do, definitely says some peripheral do show up on the side, but really there's no way to tell if it is equipped or next to the turtle. Next to the turtle? I'm not sure. Wait, you're talking about peripherals? Is a peripheral different than a pickaxe? I think that might be what I'm missing there. That seems to make sense. All right, so let's see. Check for pickaxe. So what we're going to have it do is we're going to have it, I think Lupus590 suggested this previous as one possible option. We can try placing a block. That assumes it has a block to place. Okay. So if it doesn't have a block to place, so I guess we're just going to have to do the unequip thing. Yeah, let's do that. Turtle.equip. Oh, and we have to do both left and right. Listening says a pickaxe is not a peripheral. Okay. This is definitely complicated because if it doesn't have cobble in its inventory, then it can't do the place the cobble, try to break it method. If it does, if it has a full inventory, it can't de-equip the pickaxe. If it can de-equip the pickaxe, then it also has the issue of we have to add extra complications because we have to check if it's on the right or on the left, which is a bit of an issue. Livestrain says without unequipping the modem or realizing that it's wireless and understanding the constraints of that, there is no way for the turtle to tell if the modem is equipped or is a full block next to the turtle on that side. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I'm gonna do... Okay, you know what? We'll tell it to add... Here's what we'll do. We'll say add some cobble to the inventory to start with. That makes sense. That might work. So, print... Lots of print lines here. Add some cobble to inventory. We're inventing things. It's an inventory. Print, and this would be, oh, no, we need to just, wait. What was the thing where you wait? There's a thing where you can wait until the inventory is updated. Oh, wait, but there might... Okay, I'm going to try to skip a lot of complications on this function. So there might already be cobble in the inventory. There might not be cobble in the inventory. That's a bit of an issue. So we can't really check for inventory update, because then we'd have to also check through the entire inventory to see if there is cobble. So let's just say print, press, enter to continue. Ooh. There, and then read for user input. Then we're gonna have it do place. Nope, turtle.place, of course. It's still turtle.place. It has been every single time. Turtle.place. And that's that. Now what happens if it can't place, if there's something in front of it? See, this is all about logic puzzles and coming up with what other situations you'd have to account for. So turtle.place, and then turtle.dig. And then, wait. If not turtle.dig, because turtle.dig I think says true or false. So if not turtle.dig, so if turtle.dig is false, then wait, let's... Oh, you know what? Let's check. Let's do an extra check. Let's just say if... Wait, Enderman! Enderman! Hello, sir. Where is he? Where is the Enderman? He's around here someplace. He was around here someplace. I heard the Enderman. Did you hear the Enderman? Is it loud enough for you guys to hear the mobs and things? I don't see... Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's gone. Oh, well, that is too bad. Too sad. All right. Back to the point with a slight distraction. So we've got... Oh, speaking of distraction, the sun is about to go down. Okay, so we're going to say add cobble to the inventory. So if not turtle.dig. Now let's add two conditions to this. So let's put this in brackets, the whole thing here. So if not turtle.dig, so if it couldn't dig something, and just to be on the safe side, or rather maybe or there's not a block in front of it. Sleep. Thank you. No, it needs to be and. If it didn't dig something, and the block is no longer in front of it. Okay, so and this is probably an unnecessary step. And turtle dot nope. Wait. Let's delete that. Turtle dot detect, I think it is. And turtle dot detect is true. So this will say true. This will return true into this if statement if it detects something. So this would be and not turtle.detect. So we want there to be no block. So not. Okay, so here's the idea. Here's the idea. If it didn't dig something and there's not a block in front of it. Wait. If it didn't dig something and there is a block in front of it. Wait, what is it we're trying to do with this? What's the goal? See, this is complications. Logic puzzle. Loopsrunning says just check that you placed. Well, that's what I'm thinking, except that if we had placed the turtle down here and there was sand right in front of it, then with sand in front of it, then it could still dig the sand. Like, that's still an option. So it doesn't really have to dig cobblestone. It could dig the sand. We're trying to say what's the point of this? This is all logic puzzles. If the goal is to I totally forgot. Do you guys remember what we're trying to do here? That's part of the trouble with having not enough sleep is you kind of forget what you're doing. Um, hmm. Let's make villager noises. Okay, so we're trying to check if there's a pickaxe. That's the idea. So if there is no pickaxe, then it shouldn't dig, and there should be a block in front of it. Oh yeah, if it, for whatever reason, if there was no block in front of it to begin with. So if there was, wait, what? Okay, so if it didn't dig, there's two possibilities, I suppose. There's the possibility that it didn't have a pickaxe and wasn't able to dig, but there's also the possibility that there was no block to dig. So I don't even know why we put this extra phrase in, because this doesn't seem to help anything. So that's that. So let's just say then. And then end the if statement down there. Let's print install pickaxe, then try again. Haha. And then we need to return out of this program. Lufthansa says I would search the inventory for one first and equip it anyways. If there's none in the inventory, then find an empty slot. If there's none in the inventory, then find an empty slot and equip items to check them. That's possible. That's possible. It sounds like more complication than, because we have two other functions to do. I'm just trying to think of the simplest way to figure this out. And this apparently is not turning out too much simpler. Because it needs to... Oh, well, why are we even... Hang on. We say, add cobble to the inventory, press enter to continue. Why not just simply tell the user, hey, make sure a pickaxe is attached to this thing before you run it, and press enter to continue. That seems a lot simpler, doesn't it? That would make so much more sense. Okay, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just delete all this stuff. That would save a lot of time there. We can get to the other functions, which are a little bit more complicated. He says after this one takes literally like 10 minutes. Okay, so let's try this. We need read. There we go. Okay, so print, not add cobble to inventory. So make sure, and we need to quote. There we go. Make sure pickaxe is equipped. Is that how you spell equipped? I don't even know. EQUIPPED? It's possible. Anyways. So make sure pickaxe is equipped. Press enter to continue. It would be good if we ended the program, though. That's kind of the thing. So I guess say terminate program. Terminate program to do that. Okay, there we go. So that's the simple starter function up there. That's sort of the simplest way to start here. So excavate, check for pickaxe before excavate. All right, so that is excellent. That is done. And I do believe that that means the excavate program is done. Let's double check that. So it checks if a pickaxe is equipped. It checks to design to build chamber before proceeding. Oh, we need to actually add an extra line. Print, and then a space. That just adds an extra line, so there's a space between them. So that is that. Okay, so it checks if the pickaxe is equipped. We're checking if the digging the tunnel function is working, is ready to go. So the pickaxe is equipped, and then it tells you design to build chamber, make sure space is clear. So it checks if the pickaxe is in the place, checks if the space is clear to build. Then it goes down here to these would be the supporting functions here. So we don't need those. We need these down here. Some more. Main code. Aha. All right. So we've got here build tube. So if it has a pickaxe and if the space is ready to go, then build tube. Then it just simply says warning, will dig tube. Make sure nothing valuable is in the way. Then it digs, which has a pickaxe. It's good to go. It does check for fuel. Excavate checks for fuel itself. So that's great. So, okay, it prints digging shaft, warning, place double chest behind starting position. Press enter to continue. Okay. And then shell.run, it runs the excavate program. That should be good to go. Should be good to go. We'll have to see. So that is nice. But I think excavate is working now. So let's take build tube, and then we will take off the to finish tag on it, which is excellent. We have finished the build tube function. We need to just double check where it goes after build tube, though, if the transition is smooth. So build tube here, up here. There we go. There's build tube down there. So it will run excavate, then it will come back and wind up at the, so if it's there, it would dig a square that way and that way. Then it would wind up back where it started and facing backwards, I think. No, facing frontwards. Wait, what? Where did these guys wind up? That's the next big question. Where did these guys wind up? These guys wound up after running. They wound up, oh, facing the same way they started. Okay, so they're facing the same way they started from. Okay, so if that's the case, we need to make sure that it's oriented right before we move on. So here we are. Let's see. This turtle's over here. Excellent indeed. More kelp, please. More kelp. Kelp is help. Kelp is help. That is the slogan. All right. So it will end the same way it started. Then checks for resources, I think, is the next thing, right? and it doesn't need to do anything during checking for resources in terms of movement. So where does it need to be next? Let's see. So build tube. So then after build tube, then let's just put the tag on confirm just to make sure we don't forget. So confirm. Okay. All right, so next logic puzzle situation. We need to check the location, the orientation, the angle, the turning on this. And so after build tube, it goes to build water platform. So after build tube, where do we go from there? We get... Ooh, this could actually be a problem. Okay, so... Yeah, build water platform. So it winds up essentially in the back left corner of the tube it just dug. We need the platform to be centered on the tube. And so what we're going to have it do... Now, this is basically a symmetrical situation. The chamber, it doesn't really matter which way the chamber's facing. It doesn't really have a direction. So, but we're going to have to... Because I think at the start of this, it just starts by building a bridge, which means it would cover the area it just mined. So, what we need it to do is, being in the back left corner, we need to have it turn around, for one thing. Turn around, and we also need to, because it's building the water platform, that's the 8x8. That's supposed to be corner to corner with the tube, but not supposed to be overlapping the tube on the X or the Z axis. So we're going to need it to do two things. We're going to need it to, at the end of excavate. Okay, because this here, it starts by going straight forward. So at the end of excavate, where's excavate? Excavate is up here, build tube, there we go. So after excavate, it's going to need to line up for next function. And then this is that, so we're going to have it turtle dot turn left. So now it'll be heading to get out of there. Turtle dot forward, so that it lines itself up on the other axis. And then turtle dot turn left. But here's the question. Does it have to start on the block of the water platform, or does it have to start behind the block of the water platform? That's the question. If you guys don't know what I mean, basically what I mean is the... like, let's say, okay, this is a tiny little square here. Let's imagine this square of 4 sand is the 8x8, okay? So when it builds it, does it have to start above this block, or does it start above the block behind it and start by moving forward? That's the next question, so we need to find that out. So let's see. And how does it start? The building the water platform, building the, what is it? Where is it? This is the checking situation. This is checking a lot of things. Down here we have build the water platform. It's going to start by building a bridge. Build a bridge. 8 false and tower block. So the tower block we can ignore. False is saying don't not build, so 8 forward. And what does it do when it goes 8 forward? That's the question. So build a bridge is up here. What does build a bridge do to start with? Build a bridge is... this is... Okay, this is still... Oh, this is supporting functions. Build a bridge... Nope, that's find item in slot. Find item in slot. This would be build a bridge down here. Oh, this is build a bridge. So it starts by... finding the item. It starts by placing the item down. Then it moves. Okay, so it has to be on the back corner. Okay, which means we need to take it from on the back corner of the tube to being on the back corner of the platform. So it needs to start here, turn left, go forward, turn left again, and go forward again. That should do it. So turtle.forward. Excellent, excellent indeed. So line up for next function, and that should be good to go. Then we should be able to build the whole situation, which is excellent, excellent indeed. Oh, and I just realized if we have a chest behind the tube that we just mined. See, complications, so many complications. If we have a chest behind the tube we just mined, And then we send the turtle around to build the water platform. Oh, another thing is that the water. Hang on. Build water. Oh, I was thinking mob platform. Oh dear. So water platform. So build water platform. So all it needs to do for the water platform in that case is it needs to actually turn around. Okay. So turn around and move forward. Okay. So it's not the mob platform that is corner to corner. It's the other thing. It's the water platform. So let's redo this. But the chest is still in the way. That's the thing. The chest is in the way of the water platform. So, okay, we're gonna have to account for the chest as well. See, complications. Many complications. Many complications. It would be great if they were mini complications. Actually, they are mini complications so far. Okay, so line up for next function. So turn left. Do not go forward yet. So turn left. And then turn left again. So turn left twice. It's facing around back. No, back behind it is where the chest is. So, we know there's a chest there, so we can account for that more easily. Turn left. Then, before it goes forward, print. Please remove chest. And ... and there we go. And then, of course, press enter to continue. So that's that. Press enter to continue. That's excellent. That's excellent indeed. And there we go. And read for enter once again. All right, so it basically ends there. It turns around. It says, please remove chest, press enter to continue. And then when you press enter, then it moves forward. And then it's where the chest was, but it's where it's ready to continue building. Now, what happens if we're building and I think I already had a thing saying that the area has to be clear. I didn't actually say how much area has to be clear though. So let's make sure the ground is flat before we start. Let's say designed to build chamber. Make sure at ground level, make sure space is clear before proceeding. Let's say the size, and the size would be basically it's a square, and it would need to be as big as. Hello, lots of mobs there. Oh, I'm seeing shiny bows. Okay, I'm gonna start harvesting some mobs here. Oh, lots of things. Okay, if we could actually just if we had a sword right now, we could do a lot of area of effect damage, get all of them at once. This is neat. Okay, slight distraction. We were talking about last time. We were talking about distractions. This is lots of distractions. Lots of. Whoa! The creeper almost blew up. Oh wait, he's in water, so he's gonna just help our case. Ouch! Or hurt us as well. That's always possible. Always possible. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need to get up here. There's hello skeleton, thank you. Okay, did we get anything fancy from that? Whoa! Okay, creeper again. Creeper again. We almost swam inside there for no apparent reason. Oh, he's not completely in water. There's actually the ability for creatures to get out, which is not great. Not great. There's one area that they have no water. I think. Okay, let's check around this side, see if we found anything fancy before we go and actually measure this thing. Because that's what we need to do is measure it. We've got... Oh, skeleton, thank you. Alright. So, where are we going now? We're going down here. There's bows and arrows. Bones and arrows. Bones and arrows. Lots of bones and arrows, but no bows and arrows, unless they fell all the way down here. That's always possible. That's always possible indeed. And it looks as if there are none. None at all. Okay. So, let's actually proceed to actually measure this thing. This is... did we get anything? We didn't get anything, so that's not ideal. Okay, so we've got an 8 long platform there. 8 long platform there. We got 3 in the middle. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 3, of course. Wait, I thought 18. 16. 8 and 8 is 16. This is why you need more sleep. This is the thing. Okay, so 8 and 8 is 16. Plus 3, of course, is 19. But then it's not just that, it's also the edges. So 20 and 21. Now, also, you don't know the player... To keep things simple, we don't want to say just exactly... what was it, 21? 16, 19, 21. Yeah. We don't want to say just 21 because there's a 3 wide tunnel in the middle that we want to keep everything simple and not have to account for that. So let's just say instead of 21 we'll say 22, 23. So 23. So 23 by 23 area. That sounds pretty good. Let's quickly put this down to see if we can get that skeleton's bow, because that sounds nice. There we go. And they're gonna all float up now, which is not ideal. Not ideal anymore. Or anywhere, anytime. Anytime at all. Aha! Hello, sir! Hello, sir! Hello, sir, can I please get the skeleton? Where's the skeleton? There he is. Oh, we got the bow! Oh, this is neat! And there's our water. Okay, what kind of a bow is this? Power 2! Okay, we have 2 Power 2 bows. We could actually repair those. That would be quite neat. Quite neat indeed. Let's actually take that back because that, ouch, is quite valuable. Valuable indeed. That is the slot with the rotten flesh in it. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. So, where are we at then? That is the big question. We are on our way back. I just realized the status on the right, the hunger, the whatever, it shows us the effects we have on. That's a vanilla feature, I guess, right? Because that is interesting. That used to be a modded feature. Now, if we combine it here, will it keep its... No, it won't keep its enchant, so that's not ideal. Not ideal at all. So let's put that in here for now. And that is looking good. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. So we can make an anvil. We can, of course, make an anvil. That would be very, very excellent indeed. Alright. But back to the point. Back to the point at hand. Back to the task at hand. The task at hand. Which hand? The left hand or the right hand? Well, it depends if you're left-handed or right-handed, because it depends. Also, it depends on what exactly you're typing in, because the keyboard technically uses both hands, so it's both hands. Okay. Make sure... What was it? 8 and 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So make sure 23 by 23... space is clear before proceeding. That sounds about good. All right. Let's add the height in as well, because the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because the turtle has to go on top of it. So 7, 23 by 23 by 7 by 7. That's excellent. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So that being a thing, where were we at? We were... Oh, I don't even remember what we were trying to do, why we went to measure the whole area. Oh, because we were thinking how to transition from digging the tube to proceeding then to build the spawner. So, let's see. Let's see, down here. So build tube. So, turns around, says, please remove chest, press enter to continue. Okay, so then it checks for enter, then it moves forward, it is then not in place. I don't think, because it's on the wrong side. Oh, okay, yeah, it's on the wrong side, I think. It has to be on the back left corner, I think, right? That seems to be the idea. Let's see. Build a bridge and then turn right. Ah, yes. Build a bridge and then turn right. So, if that's the idea, then here's what we need it to do. I didn't think this function would take that long. So, it needs to It needs to be at the back left of the water platform, which means turning straight around will put it at the back right, which is not great. So we need to turn left only once. Turn left. So it'll be in the back right of the tube. Then it turns left. And when it moves forward, it'll be in the back right of the platform it's trying to build. So it turns left. It says, please remove chest, press enter to continue. Then it moves forward. Please remove chest to clear space, just for the sake of being clear. Clarity. Clear space and clarity. Both at once. Very excellent. Okay, so that being that, should be good to go, I think. Moves forward, it should be in the right place to start. That's excellent. So that was all the digging the tube function. So this should be good to go. So let's just put the flag on it. Let's say test. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So that being that, that was the simple one out of the way. Okay, so that is not a good sign, but we'll have to see. Now, I do need to get a better weapon while we have the opportunity, that's for sure. So let's quickly head over there and try to grab a better weapon, if we can. Take a slight detour out to do this. The next function we have to work on is we need to finish checking resources. We need to modify for the cobble, the different number of cobble, and coming back down to get more later. So, oh, that's the... Wait, why am I hearing things over here? Aren't we a little far from the... Okay, Enderman, please. Enderman, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you coming over this way. If you would be so kind. It would have been smart to get a weapon first. That would have been very smart. Hello, where do you think you are? You're on the roof! That's where you are! Okay. I'm standing on the fireplace. Standing on the fireplace. Okay, he keeps going around. Let's see if we can fight this guy out in the open. Ah, hello. Okay. Wait till he hits. Okay. Yep, ouch, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Okay, I thought he has a cooldown before hitting. That's not great. That's not great at all. What if we head back over here? You know what? Any levels we had, which might be necessary for enhancing the bow further, any levels we had is no longer a thing. So, oh, we have 6 levels though, actually, still, which is good. You keep a certain percentage of them, I guess. So that is excellent, excellent indeed. Now, what about anything else? Is there anything over here? Nothing over here. Okay. Okay, I think we've got everything. I think we have everything. Ouch! Everything. Come back here, please. If we can... Oh! Not get his attention until I actually put my armor on. That would be a little bit smart. Just a little bit smart. We wouldn't want to be too smart, but just a little bit is very helpful. So where'd he go? I think he's gone. I think he's gone completely. Gone. Goodbye, sir. Oh, unless that's... No, that's a cactus. That is a cactus. Okay. Well, we have been quite risky lately. We have been fighting Endermen all over the place, and we had to pay for it one time. So, we did. Is this even a 3-tall house? Yes, he is. So he could theoretically teleport inside the house, which is certainly not ideal. Certainly not ideal whatsoever. Okay, so this being this, I think we have everything that we need. I think we do. So that is that. Let's put the iron in the furnace. I think we didn't have iron in any furnace already, so we'll just put extra in there. Let's make the anvil. Slight detour to make an anvil, and then let's see about this. Let's do this. We need 9 and 9 and 9. There's 3 blocks to make an anvil. There we go. 3 blocks. And then we can do this. Then we can do this. This is using up so much of our iron all at once. But we now have an anvil, which is excellent. Which is excellent indeed. Now, I'm assuming an anvil is like a crafting table and a furnace in the sense that you're allowed to place it, right? I would assume. Would assume indeed. So let's place it on top of there. There we go. So where's the bows? Here's the bows. We need one bow. We need bow. Excellent. Okay, and combine. What do we combine it as? Power 2. Power 2 gives you... Oh, wait a second! It doesn't just give you a power 2 repaired bow, it gives you a power 3 repaired bow. Now, it's not completely repaired, but it's power 3! So let's name it Looted Bow. Yay! Haha, there we go. Alright, so we now have a power 3 bow. That is nice. That will really help us fight the Ender Dragon. But it's not fully repaired. We need to repair it fully somehow still. So that is to be determined. Oh yes, we were coming to get some sword and things. A sword and an axe. The sword of axe. There's we'll keep the sticks as the emergency backup sticks. I thought we had a bunch more sticks on us, but apparently not. So let's just make a bunch more. There we go. That would be that. Let's get these. Oh, we did have sticks. Okay. Oh, iron. We need iron. Almost forgot the iron. We need 2 for a sword and 3 for an axe. That is excellent indeed. Oh, and actually make some boots while we're at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There we go indeed. Okay, so boots, please. Thank you very much. That is good. And a sword, and might as well put the rest there for now. This would be a sword. This would be an axe. Aha. Nice. Okay, put the boots on, get the sword, get the axe, and we're good to go. Good to go indeed. That is great. 9 attack damage. 9 attack damage. Okay, so doesn't really matter iron axe versus stone axe. Stone axe is about as good. But that is besides the point. Actually, how is the attack speed? 0.9, 0.8. So doesn't make a whole lot of difference there either. So let's head back over here. And let's see if we can get this done. Now that we have done a slight detour, we shall find ourselves in this dilemma once again. So we need to... Here's the simple side of things. We need to... need 604 cobble. So check resources. We need to modify that. Check resources, because it's checking for the full amount of cobble which cannot actually exist in the inventory. So... let's see, check resources here. Yes. Okay, so check water, check space, check fuel, check building blocks. So the total block number needed, do we need to modify that? It says 965 right now. And so we're going to say, instead of 965, we're going to say, 604, I think. What's the best way to do this? 604. Let's put that in, because that's without the roof. But what's the best way to do this? Because what we need it to do is we need it to... it gets enough resources to build everything without the roof, then comes down later and does it again. Now we're going to need to have this function run again. That's the complicating factor, is that we're gonna need to basically run the... can you put a function, can you define a function within a function? Like, we already have all the code in there for the cobble, for the building blocks section, but it's inside of a bigger function. Can you set this as a defined function and define it within the other one, and then run it independently? Is that a thing that can be done, or not really? Because if we could just run this cobble section, that would be very, very good. Very, very good indeed. So, yeah, because otherwise we'd have to check for water again. We'd have to check for... which would be fine. We'd have to check for space. It says inventory should be empty except for building blocks or fuel. Okay. Well, I guess there's no harm in running that again. telling the user that. Checking for fuel could be an issue, though. Lieutenant says programs are functions. You already define functions in functions. Oh, that's true. Also, you can return functions from functions. Okay. Well, that is neat. That is very neat indeed. So let's actually turn this into a function. So what we're going to do here, so the idea is, and the collection system down there, and where is, here's the building blocks. So we're going to turn this into a function. We're going to, okay, hang on. All right. The idea is later in the program, we're going to run check for building blocks. That's the idea. So we're going to make it basically what you do when you make a function. All this simply is saying, when I type this line, then run all this stuff that's included within it. So that's the idea. So function, and function would be what exactly? I forget. Well, let's call it check building block num. Num. Check building block num. Okay. And then that's that. So then we just go to the end of the check building blocks section. And that would be here, and that is excellent indeed. Okay. So end right there. Excellent. So when we run check building blocks, we need it to say, we need it to differentiate though between which time. So it knows the total number needed. The issue with that is that there's two different numbers that we need. So the first time we run this, we need the one number. Oh, we'll just add the, okay, so hang on. The first time we run it, it needs 604 cobble. The second time we run this check number function, it needs 361 cobble, basically half the amount of cobble. But the simple way to do that is, instead of saying here, tower block number needed 604, we will make this into a variable that is used within. Basically, okay, so here's the idea. Instead of this, we'll move 604 down lower. We'll say down here. All the way down at the bottom. All the way down at the bottom, indeed. It's going to say check resources. Okay, so check resources and the... Can you do a variable inside? Okay, so the simple idea is we say check resources. Hang on, let's add this to the end. Okay, so add it to the end. This would be, what was it? Check building block num. Num. That is that. So the idea is when we say, I think that was it, right? Check building block num. When we say that, if we put in like 604, then we can send that into the function, into the thing down there, so that it will say, this time we need 604. And that's the idea. But of course, we're not running check building block number separately. Up here, we're running check resources. And so we'll need to put the number in here. Now, this number happens to be 604. We'll need to find a way to send the number through into the inside function. That's the idea. So I'm a little confused. But let's do this one thing at a time. We'll break down this logical dilemma this way. So needs 604 up here to build without the roof. Then down below, we're gonna need, let's see, modify build roof to come down for restock. So before build roof, we'll need to check building block num again. That makes sense. Check building block num. Let's spell it properly. There we go. Check building block num. That's excellent. And then we need to, in here, this needs to be 361. 361. Aha. So that is that. Okay, so here's the idea. Here's the idea. This says we need to put a thing on this, actually, that says stuff. And what it needs to say is to finish. Haha. There we go. To check building block num 361. We don't need this down here, check building block num at the end of the program. That is unnecessary. So, this is the idea. So, oh, come down first. Okay, come down. So, come down. For restock. That sounds about good. See, I always come up with very, very long variable names. That's the thing. There's probably easier ways to do this. To finish. There we go. Okay, so here's the idea. We just went from having 3 plus a bit functions to fix to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's that. Okay, so to make. Haha. Okay. Yeah, so what we need to do, this area down here should work the easiest. Let's get this one done first. Check building block number 361. We need to put the 361 into the function as the number that it needs. This one's going to be more difficult. Check resources. Can you put a number into the master function that then gets passed through into the inner function? That I do not know, because we happen to have them in 2 different layers. But, okay, check building block num 361. Let's start with that. So up here, all the way back up, all the way back up. Let's see. Here we go. Check building block num. And let's say arg1. That would be for argument 1, I think. Is that what you typically call it? I do not remember. I do not remember indeed. So argument 1 there. And then in here, tower block num needed is equal to argument 1. That sounds good. There we go. Yes, that sounds good. Okay, so what this should do is when it calls it later down at the bottom there, it should say 361, and it should put the 361 up here. This is as if you had typed it in yourself when you ran the program, but it's typing it in for you. Difference says 99 bugs in the code. Take one down, patch it around 101 bugs in the code. I forget where I heard that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense indeed. All right, so so now that we've successfully increased the complication level of things, okay, so check building block number. Argument 1 comes down here into tower block num needed, and then that keeps being used. Now, we need to make sure argument 1 is used in every situation. So, get item detail. If item.name is equal to tower block, and then tower block num found is equal to tower block. So this is all using what it's supposed to. Print found, the number found of tower block. What is tower block? Where did we define tower block? I didn't see that anywhere. Oh, that's up at the top of the code. That's it. So found, so it says found a certain number of the block it's looking for. If the number it's looking for, if the number found, if tower block num found is less than tower block num needed, then print requires tower block num needed. Oh, so it is actually a adjustable value. So I was worried that we might have typed in the print statement down here something about needing this number exactly. But instead we have it saying need, and then it checks how many it needs before printing it out. So that's the idea. Okay, so that is good. That is variable. So, check building block num argument 1, and then here, so it'll take that. So that's excellent. Now, here's the thing. If we're defining the function here, I would imagine that means it doesn't actually run here, right? So at the end of the function here, we need to actually say to run the function, right? That's what I'm thinking. So this would be called what? This is check building block num. Okay. Because here's the thing. Check building up extra character. Haha. Thing block num. Num. There we go. Because here's the idea. We have, when our code is run, we have near the start, we have it run this entire check resources code all at once. Later on, we have it come back and just check the check building block number. But it runs the entire check resources code, so within check resources, it needs to run the check building block number code. That's the idea. So within that, it'll run this. When it runs this, it needs to put in the number that we're looking for. So we need to have, this is line 167, we need to have up at the top here, this will have to be, so check resources. Can we call this arg1 too, like arg1 as well, if it's on a parent function of a nested function, and they're both using arg1? Is that going to cause complications, or are they going to keep that straight? That I do not know. That I do not know, indeed. That is for sure. That is for sure, indeed. Because that's kind of the question. I guess we'll just call it argument 1. Just for the sake of being careful. So check resources runs argument 1. Now, argument 1 goes down here, and that's what we put later, the 604 number. Then check building blocks here. When we run check building blocks, this is the line that actually runs check building blocks. We need it to use the same thing. So argument 1. Haha. If that makes any sense. It may be quite complicated. Not sure I'm explaining it quite the simplest way it could possibly be explained, but we'll see. So, so this should work theoretically. If I did everything successfully, it should theoretically possibly work somewhat like it's supposed to. So, if that is that, check building block num, we'll say to test. Aha. So that's excellent. That is excellent. We have now 1 function, 2 functions ready to test, actually. And we also have up here check resources. Let's finish check resources. Let's get that done. Let's get that done indeed. Done indeed. All right, so check resources. We have, Loopsonian says having 2 variables with the same name just means that the younger one will mask the older one. The older one still exists, it's just inaccessible while the younger one is visible. Okay, so, and then can you unmask it when you exit the function and go back into the other function or whatever? That seems to be the idea, I think, possibly. Okay, so where were we at? We were up here. Aha. So we have now done needs 604 cobble without roof. Print will return for more later. Oh, yeah. Might as well put that in as well. That's too complicated. I was thinking of putting in a print line that says, hey, we're going to be coming back for more cobble later. But, might as well do that. So, wherever it asks for the number, so that's check water, this is check space, this is check fuel, this is check building blocks. So wherever it prints, this is printing requires tower block number of tower block and waiting, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that print line out. Lufrene says unmasking will be automatic when the younger one leaves the scope, stops existing. Okay, so if you have a function within a function and then the function within ends, then the variables of that function in the function line up there no longer exist, and it goes back to the variables of the outside function. I think, if I understand you correctly, that sounds good. Okay, so print will return for more later. I'm going to take that off. And that is that. So here we go. Okay. And let's check mark that. All right. Trying to fast track this as much as possible, get this task done. So let's see. Which unfortunately we might not be able to complete today because it seems to be taking its time, but we'll see. So check fuel is one thing we're missing. So we'll have to see. Check fuel should not be there because we should check fuel before we fill the inventory with cobble and have no room to check fuel. That's the idea. So up here is where the check fuel has to be. Now here is a bit of a dilemma. You say, what is the dilemma, sir? Well, the dilemma, in fact, is how much fuel does it take? How much fuel does the turtle actually take? That's the question. Let's see. Oh, we need to start by equipping the pickaxe. So, equip. Haha. There we go. Whoops. Equip from slot 1 on right. That's right. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, yes. So, how much fuel does it take? 1 fuel per movement. That's the first question. So, fuel, refuel 0. This should tell us our fuel level. 498. Okay, so if we go forward 3, go forward. Let's do 10, actually, or 5. Let's go forward 5. No, let's do 10. It's easier to calculate. Go forward 10. Haha. There we are. That's excellent. Excellent indeed. And then refuel 0 again, and it tells us for 88. Aha, so it's 1 fuel per block moved. So we need to figure out somehow, speaking of the whole logic puzzle situation, we need to figure out how many blocks does it have to move. Lupus says it's basically how variable scoping works. Lua and other languages start in the deepest scope and looks for a variable with that name. If they can't find one, then they ask their parent scope. This continues to bubble up until one of the scopes has the variable, or the top level one says it can't find it. Oh, it says that it can't find it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That actually sounds... I'll probably forget that, but that actually explains a lot of what I didn't understand about variables. So it's like if you have a function within a function within a function within a function kind of thing, and you have multiple variables all with the same name, it'll check the inside one first. If that doesn't have a variable with that name that you're looking for, then it'll check the next level out, then the next level out, then the next level, until it eventually gets out to the main ComputerCraft OS there, I guess, and then checks for a function there. And then if it doesn't find one there, then it says, oh, okay. So does that mean you can actually define your own turtle.forward function and it will use the version that you've defined, or does it always default to going to the turtle version out there? That's the question. Okay, so go back 10, so that we're back where we started. Okay, so 10 or like 1 fuel for every block moved. So how many blocks does it have to move? That's the question. It would have to move at least as many blocks as it places. That's for sure. Lupus Vanity says 1 fuel unit is 1 movement. Furnace fuel items give 10 times the amount of items they smelt in turtle fuel units. Oh, okay, so like a piece of coal smelts 8 items, so it gives 80 fuel. There's an Enderman. Enderman! Come back here! Come back! Come back, please! Come back! Where are you? Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Can we get his attention? Ah, we got his attention. Excellent indeed. Excellent indeed. Now, do we have a... yeah, we have an older axe we need to use up. Oh, hello. He was almost dead already. Well, that's unexpected, and we got an ender pearl. Excellent indeed. We're just harvesting these ender pearls like crazy. I wonder if the mob spawner is actually spawning endermen, and then they're exiting the mob spawner. That sounds actually very, very good, because that means there's a higher rate of getting endermen spawning here. Alright, 8 ender pearls already! We're getting close to having a full complement to create the end portal, and then we'll have some extras to make modems and things. That is nice. That is nice indeed. That is nice indeed. There we go. Let's head back here. Okay, so we need to figure out how many blocks this guy has to move. Lupsonic says turtle is a table, so when you say turtle.forward, it first looks for turtle, and then asks the turtle table what forward is. Oh, okay. So that would make it a little different than just simply redefining a function. That makes sense. Okay, so this here turtle, how many blocks he has to move is how many fuel. Now, how many blocks he has to move is at least the number of blocks he has to place, plus additional to get himself in position. So, let's say, just for the sake of simplifying all this, we're simplifying the complications. Lufsane says if you wanted to define your own forward, you would have to add it to the turtle table. I see. I suppose you could create your own turtle table unless functions behave differently in terms of the nesting of them than tables do. Okay. So, how many blocks does he have to place? That's the question. He has to place. Now, he's checking for fuel for the digging independently. But when it comes to the placing, 604 plus 361. 604 plus 361 is 361, 965. So, this turtle will need at least 965 fuel, plus fuel to get himself into positions. And rather than calculating how many times he turns around a corner, moves over this way, realigns himself, whatever kind of thing, I'm just going to say a very large estimate extra, 100. So 965 becomes 1065, so he needs 1065 fuel in order to run this thing. That sounds like the best idea, and we need to sleep. Sleep, please! Hello? Sleep, we can't sleep. It's still too bright. Still too bright indeed. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, so that was actually surprisingly easy. I was thinking of doing calculations, and then at the last minute just realized, wait a second, we can just simplify that a lot. So hopefully, unless you know of some other scenario that would change the way that works, hopefully we can just simply go and say fuel, we need this much fuel. So let's check for fuel then. Let's check for the right amount. So check water, check space, check fuel. So check fuel. We need it to do what exactly? We need it to turtle dot trying to remember the max fuel value of a turtle. It's definitely over 1,000. I have it filled, like other turtles have them filled up to like 4,000, that kind of thing. So it's definitely over 1,000. So okay. I guess now you can't just say refuel all. Although I suppose we could actually. Let's do a shell.run. Shell.run. Where do you find refuel? That's the question. Well, where do you find because then you don't have to cycle through the whole inventory. So let's just do that. Let's just cycle through the whole inventory. That would be a lot easier, actually, than trying to find out where in the world the refuel program is. So, for I is equal to 1 to 16 because there's 16 slots, and it will keep incrementally counting up every time. That's what a for loop does. See, like I said earlier, there's a little bit of language involved, but mostly it's a logic puzzle. This is a little bit of language, but this is basically just a loop. So, cycles through 1 to 16. It will do turtle.refuel. And I think that's the only refuel function, right? Let's see. Refuel, yes, that's the only refuel function. Shell.run, shell.resolve, the little star thing, quote, refuel. Huh. That is interesting. So it'll actually find the program for you? That makes sense. Oh, the star should be a bracket. Oh, I see. Okay, let's try that then. Let's try that. We're doing different things this time than usual. So let's not loop through the inventory. We've done that many, many times. Let's do shell.run. What this does is it will run the refuel program. So shell.run, you said inside there, say shell.resolve, which is another function. And shell.resolve, that should be brackets, and it should say refuel. Okay, so this is a little bit extra confusing because we need it to be not just running the program, but we need it to be when you go to here, let's go to a different turtle that is not in a menu that we're going to have to scroll all the way back through again. I almost fell down. That is not smart. Okay, let's use this guy, actually. Okay, so when you're here, terminate. When you're here, and you're just like basically just in your command prompt kind of thing, and you say refuel space, and then you type all. Then it will refuel all. What we're doing with that shell.run is we're essentially typing this in. We're typing in refuel to run the refuel program. We want it to refuel all. So, in order to do that, this looks a little bit confusing. This is in terms of language, programming language here. But basically, loop running says, okay, hang on. Shell.resolve looks up the short program names using the path and alias of a program. Oh, that's aliases, that's why the names are shorter. That makes sense. And returns the full path to that program. Okay, so shell.resolve quote refuel with shell.resolve open bracket quote refuel close bracket is the one argument that runs the refuel program. Then we do comma, we do the second argument, which is all. And this should refuel all. That's the idea. So refuels all, and then if turtle dot what? Why did it not autofill? If turtle dot, why is it not autofilling? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong indeed? Le français says make sure that you put the all command in the right place. I think I did, right? Where is it? Down here. Whoops, what? Down here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the right place for the all. Okay, so, yes, so I don't know why it's not autofilling here. This is, oh, because there's stuff after it. There we go. Turtle dot get, nope, not get fuel. Yeah, get fuel. Get fuel, wait, what? There's multiple fuels. What are they called? Turtle dot get fuel level, get item count. Oh, it's just one get fuel. Okay, multiple item related ones, but turtle dot get fuel level. So if turtle dot get fuel level is, wait, I think I need to. Oh, okay. So let's say up here. Let's say current fuel. Hang on. Current fuel, and we'll say because I'm thinking turtle.get fuel level. I'm thinking that um would give multiple values. It would give if it could check, and it will give what the value is, most likely. Is that true? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. If it gives multiple values... Oh, well, we can check that. We can check that. Okay, line 150, basically. Lua, turtle.get fuel level. Oh, it just gives you one number. Okay, so that... I suppose it doesn't give you a... Does it give you a true or false? It probably gives you... It might not need to give you a true or false. That's the thing. Because it can always check the fuel level. There is always some level of fuel. Lupsonian says local variables. Yeah, I still don't understand local variables in terms of the different layers of functions and things. Like what layer, how does the layering work, that kind of thing. It's still... Now that, like, what you said about layering earlier, I think I understand layering a bit better now. So I'm not sure how local variables works. We don't have all that long left in the stream today, though, unfortunately. But let's see, 150. Aha, so get fuel. So let's just say down here, let's delete that. Let's try if turtle.getFuel level is less than. Aha. If turtle. Wait, what? Okay, so if turtle.getFuel level is less than the amount that we need, which happens to be. Loopsonian says basically when you make a new variable, always use the local keyword. That's the idea, but something about what I was doing when I was first doing ComputerCraft, so this is a long time ago, but I was using local for everything, and I kept on having variables not show up where I wanted them, and I don't remember what I was doing or why the variables weren't showing up, so I stopped using local. Loopsonian says local makes the variable in the current innermost/deepest scope. Oh, it keeps it within the innermost scope. That makes sense. Makes sense indeed. Okay, so if get fuel level is less than 1065, then, haha, we will end. And now here's the whole complications, the logic puzzle once again. What do we do if there is not enough fuel? We say we need it to do the thing there with the... Oh, you say without local it goes to the program global scope, which is confusingly different to the true global. Oh, program global, so within the program. But okay. Okay, that makes sense, I think. Sometimes you have to declare pre-declare variables. That's fine. Okay, so the idea would be if it doesn't have enough fuel, it needs to refuel. To run the refuel... Oh, it just needs to repeat. Okay. So if it doesn't have enough fuel, then print not enough fuel and wait for the turtle's inventory to get updated there. And but wait for wait for something to change. So you added something to the inventory. And then if you add something to the inventory, then repeat. So if there's not enough fuel, then print not enough fuel. Haha. There we go. And then what was it? You said something about how to check, how to tell it what to do or something like that. How to wait for an event to happen. There was a way to say that. Pull event turtle inventory. Aha. That sounds good. Okay. os dot pull event. I think it was turtle underscore inventory, if I'm not mistaken. Inventory. Aha. There we go. So this should wait till the turtle's inventory is updated. We're doing so much coding that it's going to be difficult to troubleshoot, and it's getting dark. It is getting dark indeed. Okay, so G1 Games. Hello, welcome to you. Welcome to the day. Welcome to the stream. We are having lots of complications today. That's the thing. We are trying to finish this program here. We started with 4 essentially tasks, 4 functions left to finish, and we did a bunch of work on it. We got one of them done, so now we have 5 left to finish. So we're making good progress. And yeah, programming, as we said earlier, apparently is basically a logic puzzle, and with a little bit of language involved. So let's see. So what we're doing here is we're having it refuel. So it runs the refuel program and checks refuels all. Jim Game says, no, I have not seen. Which one? I did check just this morning. I didn't see any more recently than that. Was it more recently than this morning, possibly? Okay, let's see. Yes, so it runs the refuel program. It needs to check if there is enough fuel to do the whole thing. It needs 1,065 fuel. I don't even know if this is the right way to check, to compare that, but we'll see. So if it's got less, then print not enough fuel and wait for the inventory to be updated. It needs to do a loop, of course, but we also need to say else, just in case we programmed it wrong. We need to say, so if there is enough fuel, then what was it? Then print found over 1065 fuel. All right, so that's good. So if it prints the thing, because I'm pretty sure refuel has its own print lines. So if refuel prints a thing that says found 500 fuel, and then we get a line saying found over 1,000 fuel, then we'll be like, oh, something in our checking didn't work properly. That's the idea. And now we, of course, need the whole thing in a loop, and that should be the last thing for the refuel function. So let's do that. Let's say, I like the repeat loop. I can't remember. I think Lupus590 mentioned a easier way to do it than the repeat. But what I typically do is repeat until, because this means it will run it one time every time. Run it at least once, and then possibly some more. So repeat all of this stuff until enough fuel is equal to true. And what we're going to do is we're going to put within this if statement, if there's not enough fuel. Does the local, the whole scope thing, does that have anything to do with if statements as well, or is it just functions in terms of the in and out and all that, the layers? That's the question. Okay, so enough fuel. Aha. So enough fuel is equal to false if it didn't find enough fuel. If it did find enough fuel, then enough fuel is equal to true. Aha. So that's great. So this should, theoretically, should work. And it will repeat until enough fuel is found. And then it should be good to go, I think, possibly. So the refuel thing should be done, should be checked, should be ready to go. Loop20 says, well, loop. Sorry, I know I'm missing some chat. I'm just going to read that momentarily. But well, loop. Good indentation correlates with scope. Oh, good indentation. Yeah, because the indentation is just a thing that you put in manually. Like you type everything manually, but just something that doesn't really matter, I think, in terms of functionality. It just makes it easier to read. But good indentation correlates with the scope. Like it tells you what scope is what, I think. So that would mean that the if statement scope matters to the if statement, I think, as well. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Um, okay, so check resources. I think this is good to go. We've finished the lava. Sorry, one moment, and then I'm gonna catch up on the chat. Um, check resources. We finished the fuel check, so I'm gonna have to check through. Check through. Ooh, couldn't find the H there for some reason. All right, so let's do that. So Loops Finance says, or G1 Games says, oh really? Oh, okay, new tweet about an hour ago. Nice. I will definitely have to check that. That would have been while I was streaming. That is, yeah. Huh. Okay. Well then. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Oh, really? They liked your tweet? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. That is neat. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out afterwards. I was thinking about what to do. I was thinking about, I don't know. I'm not going to discuss that in this live stream, but yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking about what different ways to do my content, what content, where, that kind of thing. Um, all right. Okay, so good indentation correlates with scope. So if it makes a new scope, yes, your indentation is good, so it's safe to say that every time you indent. Wait, so does the indentation itself actually make the scope, or is it the indentation just represents the scope? That's what I'm a little confused about. Okay, so let's check resources. Check. Let's check resources and double check that check resources has been checked to the complete checking level. So let's see, check resources down here. Check water is complete. That is good. What else? What did we need to check? We listed some things. We need to check water, cobblestone, fuel. The shaft is safe, and the collection system. So we've got water. We've got space. Inventory should be empty. Oh, that's something else. Okay, so we got water, space. Then we've got fuel. Space, I think, is a separate thing. So we've got fuel. Then we've got blocks, which is cobblestone. Then we've got collection system and safe shaft. That should be all 5 things. Hopefully we didn't miss anything, but I think that function is complete. Lieutenant says a conversation for Discord, maybe. Yes, that is very good. That would be very good indeed. Yeah, I do have to get going very soon. I think I can. Here's the thing, okay? I know we keep going late with the streams, talking about timing, okay? Changing the subject, kind of. Well, yeah, actually, changing the subject. Anyway, but talking about timing, you guys may be wondering why I'm ending so early. I'm not ending quite yet, but ending early. And the reason is because, as you guys know, we keep starting the streams late. We keep running late. We keep doing all kinds of things. Just like everything, pretty much everything I do runs late, or well, not necessarily, but a lot of things. And like getting up late, that kind of thing. You guys would know all about that. Like I know, watching from Britain or whatever, Britain is very, very late right now. So what I'm trying to do is actually change my schedule once again. And so I need to not let the live streams run too late so that I can actually get to bed in order to and have supper and all that in order to actually get up early and start doing, being more productive and that kind of thing to be able to do more tech channel stuff. So we're seeing it's a thing that, I keep trying to do an early schedule and then it doesn't work. And then it works. And then it doesn't work. And then it works. And then it doesn't work. So I'm just, as of yesterday, trying for it to work again. So we're going to see. So that's why I'm kind of ending a lot earlier than usual. But we're not ending quite yet. I think I'm going to push it maybe another 10, maybe 15 minutes. That would be the idea. Because I think we're close to done here. I'm going to see. Lupin says, correlation doesn't imply causation. Okay. Good indentation follows scope, it doesn't cause it, unless you are Python. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I did some Python, a little bit of Python, way back. Lupin says, mentioning timing, I was meaning to say that it's time. Time for what? Time for you to go, I guess. I wanted to give a 5-minute warning. In fact, a 11:15 isn't too bad. Okay, 11:15 is pretty late. Oh, speaking of late, it's actually getting dark in Minecraft, and we need to sleep so that we don't get mobs sneaking up on us. Okay, I'm sleepy though. Past few weeks, my productive hours have been around 2 a.m. Yeah, that's the thing. Lately, I've been finding there's kind of a tipping point. Like, it's like if my schedule's late, then it's like I get the second wind after 10 p.m. and go till like the early hours of the morning, like 2 or 3 or whatever. And it's kind of like moving it back. That's with maybe getting up at noon or something. It's like moving it back just a couple hours for some reason I find doesn't really help anything. Like I'm feeling like, I guess what it is it feels like noon is late in the day. Maybe that's the issue. So the theory is doing a big jump all at once, then noon should feel like actually at noon instead of like late. And then theoretically should be able to hold to that schedule. So we'll see. Every single time I try it ends up not working, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So far, so good, so we'll see. Yeah, okay, so let's see where we're at here. We've got check resources to test. Let's just drop 2. Let's just say test. Aha. So check resources needs to be tested. These ones are done. Okay, so what do we have left to do, come to think of it? Lipsonian says, but it's been too hot to sleep during the day lately. Glad I fixed my sleep before this muggy phase that we have. Ooh. I'd imagine that it would be quite humid and rainy in Britain, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if there's differences to... Toronto is close to a giant lake, if you guys know anything about it. Britain obviously is surrounded by ocean completely, so there would be a lot of humidity and rain and stuff, I would assume. Here it depends which way the wind is blowing, kind of thing, but we can be fairly humid and rainy. It depends. Obviously, that's only like from the south, so yeah. But yeah, that's never fun. That kind of weather is never fun. Okay, so yes, hello, who's walking around? Whoa, creeper! Okay. Apparently sand is a protection. I don't think you hear creepers on regular ground, right? Like, do you? Like, do creepers make any noise on normal ground, or is it just on the sand? Okay, let's use the axe because it does a lot of damage. Okay, he almost blew up. He almost blew up. It's pretty close. There we go. No, I thought, wait, the axe does 9. How much health do creepers have? That took 4 hits. This is ridiculous. The axe is supposed to do 9 attack damage. Well then. Okay, that being a little bit ridiculous. We're gonna go and see where we're at with this thing. Lupin says, no rain lately, kind of the problem. Weather prediction has said that we are overdue a thunderstorm. Oh, yeah, thunderstorms Actually, I can't remember the last time we had a thunderstorm. We used to have them fairly often, I thought, like when I was younger, but I guess we have. No, I guess we've had them recently. I don't know. It's not. I guess what it is when you're younger, a thunderstorm is like, oh, this is a big scary thing, and then now it's just like, oh, okay, another one of those. So you don't really pay attention much. So maybe that's the thing. Anyway, okay, so we need to test building the tube. We need to test checking resources. We need to make a come down for restock function. We need to test the check building block number. We need to modify building roof for coming down for restock. I had an idea how to do that, because you don't know if the turtle tries to come all the way down to the ground, if that will work properly, because you might have blocks in the way or whatever else. But if we just have him sort of come over the edge a little bit and come down just a little bit, or maybe just over the edge a little bit, so that we can reach him, then that might be a good way to modify that for restocking, as a simple way to solve it. So he just sort of moves over a little bit so that we can reach him from down below, and then moves back and continues. Might be an idea. Might be an idea. Yeah, to modify for restock. And we need to finish return to surface so that he comes down afterwards, which shouldn't be too complicated. So this is actually coming along very nicely. I think we're actually, because come to think of it, I'm getting hungry too. It's getting late for everybody, basically. Yeah, I think it's going to be time to go, unfortunately. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and see you guys later.